What's good, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony, aka the Senator of Chaos and Controversy, and I'm taking a look around this little establishment, this domain of mine, and this was supposed to only been a temporary dwelling, but I guess I could say I got a little complacent, um, been a little irresponsible, and less driven. But like I said before, I wanted to hold true to my New Year's resolution and better myself. Um, like I said, the journey isn't going to be easy because you have to shed yourself of habits that keep you anchored in a familiar mindset, to prevent you from progressing forward. Um, and I gotta say, a little bit of the motivation comes from like having some talks with my sister. And of course, me being a dad, something that I have to get myself back into the swing of, how should I say, fatherhood, you know. Um, and I know that's all going to change when I get myself like a couple of jobs because I'm one of them people that when I get back into the workforce, because I'm trying to figure out what my private situation is going to reflect to see if it's going to interfere with my work schedule. But I normally work two jobs. Basically, for me, it's to prevent me from making poor decisions and falling into bad habits and things of that sort. So yeah, but I'm looking at this, and yes, this this uh, place of isolation. Um, I wouldn't even call it a fortress of solitude because this shit is quite depressing, especially when you don't entertain company and stuff like that. It gets pretty lonely, but sometimes, like when I become that social personality to entertain like outside influences and stuff, it generally don't end up being too in the best of my favor. It's not in my best interest. Um, but I'm looking at this and I'm just like, I got to do better. I need to do better. I need to be better. But yeah. So I'm doing this video to reflect on where I'm at, which is, believe it or not, I was homeless. I want to say about 6 years ago when I was living in Houston and living on the streets, um, doing the shit that I was doing. Um, it wasn't good. And definitely one of the things that I said that I was going to make a promise to myself was, no matter how bad the situation gets, no matter how bad the situation gets, make sure you have a leg to stand on, and make sure it's your own leg to stand on, no one else's leg to stand on. Because then, if you have to depend on somebody else, that means they have some kind of control over you. I've been in relationships where I was under another female's roof, and when shit went south, or if there was a disagreement, or if I had a voice to have in my own defense, I couldn't utilize it. It was always hearing the female saying what she felt, and fuck whatever it is I had to say. One sided, never two sided, never meeting on common ground, meeting in the middle, nothing of that sort. And 9 times out of 10, that eventually ended up having me outside of outside of her domain. So this would be to the males. Um, don't depend on the female. Do not depend on the female because they have a wickedness about them, a vindictive nature, and if they have the upper hand on you and a sense of control, they will utilize it in their best interest and to their own benefit, leaving you fucked. So like they can look down on you, and you have to be at the mercy of. And I'm saying, you know what? that part of my life is over and done with. I'm not being at the mercy of somebody else, especially if we can't be on the same page. Um, but that was part of my drive. Now my drive now is that I got a son, and I need to step up, and I need to get out this setting and upgrade. So yeah, so I'm looking at this. I'm making some moves. Staying out of trouble. I'm still working on my attitude and my behaviors and my temperament, because I do have that. Something that is going to have to uh, take time, because it's going to be a process. I need to uncondition my mindset and recondition it to be more positive and not negative. Um, One things I got to accept is no one's not always going to agree with me. No one's not always going to see my point of view, because they're always going to be in the mindset of what they see fit and how they see things, and they're not going to have an understanding. And that's one thing that I always try to preach, is understanding, and that's what's lacking in these days. Nobody wants to understand the other person. They just dead set on their position, and they could give a fuck about where the other person's coming from, because they're always going to be right and you always going to be in the wrong. But with that being said, um, I got some running around to do. But this is like my personal vlog to reflect on. I want to say I'm gonna give myself 6 months, just to see where I'm at mentally, physically, and spiritually. 'Cause Lord knows I'm gonna need some higher power to come and help me out of this situation. But anyway, until next time, please like, share, and subscribe. Until next video, you know the routine. Peace.